Good morning everybody, welcome back to another video. My name's Anthony. I post a video about my life every single day. I put it on this YouTube channel. For some reason people take time out of their day to watch my day, which I think is mad. And it's back to that time in the week where I can clearly say it's Freaky Friday, anything can happen. And guess what, we're usually starting our days outside, getting the dogs walked and getting our steps in. But today, yeah, you probably guessed it, it's back to raining. We had like 2 or 3 days of where it was clear blue skies, nice sun, quite warm weather, me wearing shorts. But today, grey skies, it's wet, it keeps raining. Ugh, bloody hell. What a way to start the weekend there. But like all good weekdays, I need to start my day off by getting myself looking presentable, getting myself sorted. But good morning, welcome to the vlog, subscribe if you're new, and let's crack on with my day. Job. Alrighty then, I am quickly taking a break from work because I have been hella busy with work today. So I've not been able to step away from my desk, not even to make a cup of tea. How about that, eh? Yeah, I've been super busy, so I've not even been able to move away from my desk, but I completely forgot. We've got an electrician coming round at 2 o'clock. That's 2 p.m. today, which is in 1 hour. And he is to assess the electrics to the garage. So let me quickly show you and give you a quick rundown. I've said it before, I've teased it a little bit what happened, but let me show you. Down here, ignore that looking a bit funny now because we've had all the sockets taken off when this thing tripped. So this is the electrics to the garage. So obviously when you flip that switch on, that powers all the way out here. Comes out somewhere down here. Comes all the way under these flats into that there garage. But basically what happened, when I flipped that switch on, all the power went bang in the house. I literally didn't bang, but it was a Friday night as well, which of all things, it was an absolutely disgusting day to do it. But shit, not put me outdoor Crocs on. Yes, I've got indoor Crocs, outdoor Crocs. It's 2026. You boys made a little bit of money. I can afford outdoor Crocs and indoor Crocs. Let's bang the Adidas sliders on with me bloody fluffy socks. Where was we? Open the garage, aren't they? So basically that switch inside comes out somewhere here, I'm not quite sure where, runs under these flags, I assume, and then goes into the garage and it comes in like here, so you can see there. But this is just an indoor cable. We'll follow it down, to the floor. Shitty little cable here, that runs into the floor and it shouldn't do. There should be like an armoured cable that goes underneath the ground, and that is what basically goes underground, because if anything hits it or anything tries hitting it, it won't split because it's got it's armoured cable. It's not going to split. But some absolute buffoon, whoever did this, has just run an interior cable underground. So obviously when we've been walking across this and banging across it, if any of that then ripples down and hits that cable and splits it a tiny bit and then it rains, bang, one bit of water and your power's off. And I presume that's what happened. We had all our sockets checked, it took ages, and the guy could basically come back and was like, yeah, this thing here should not be running underground, but he thinks it is. So we've got an electrician coming out today to essentially to check that switch to make sure it still works, get an armoured cable and run it underground. So that's my catch up for this afternoon, and tonight I might even cook. You never know. You never know. To be fair, if I have cooked, I'll probably give it away in the thumbnail and title, to be honest, so you'll already know. But yeah, I'm thinking about chefing up again in the kitchen. Let's crack on, let's go make a cup of tea, and then it's back to work. Back to the grindstone I go. And just like that, I finished work, and I would love to say that it's sunny and it's warm. It's not, it's cold and it's miserable. Actually, it doesn't look that miserable. When you look up there, it looks like blue sky. But I can assure you, it's cold. And yes, the electrician did come today, and he's going to give me a price of everything he's going to do, but I need to show you what he's going to do, because if I tell you and you can't see it, it won't make any sense. But right now, we're going to start the workout and get ourselves on a Friday evening walk to burn some calories off. So let's get cracking with that, and we'll catch up with the electrician stuff when I get home. And just like that, we're now back home, and what are the stats on the walk, what we're saying? 3.62 kilometres, 42 minutes, 45 seconds, 211 calories burnt. That doesn't seem too bad to me, to be fair. We stopped for a little bit to have a chat. Now it's time to go inside and get everything sorted. So let's crack on. And I very nearly forgot to tell you what the electrician come round to price up and do. Basically, that light needs changing. I don't like it. It's honourable. It's been here since we moved in. So that light needs changing, that's one thing. So he's going to fix that, basically run an armoured cable all the way down there into the garage, go to the back of the garage, and he's gonna provisionally install that same armoured cable from there all the way into that garage, and he's going to put some out in the back. So if I do decide to get a garden office, we don't need to rerun an armoured cable from the house up to my office. We can just literally use the point there, and he's going to isolate that as a garden office, and then it'll isolate the garage. So if the power does trip again, won't trip the full house, it'll just trip whatever's in the garage, which is absolutely perfect for what we need. So he's gonna price that up. Obviously, I don't think it's gonna be cheap because the electrician's not cheap, but it is what it is. It's kind of, it needs doing. So let's crack on and get it done. And your boy's back in the kitchen, yo. We've got some potatoes, we've got some mince, we've got some protein fins. You know what that means? We're making goddamn burgers again, but this time they're gonna be better. So let's crack on with doing the chips. So all we need is a massive whing, whing, whing knife. Use a knife, not a life, lad. You know what I mean? There's 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4, 5 potato, 6 potato, 7 potato more. As I always say, you can only get ill once. Once you're ill, you're ill. So, I mean, I don't think this is going to be a thing where I make someone ill off potatoes, but you know, kind of is what it is. If you end up ill off potatoes, you was meant to be ill anyway. Let's get a pan. I'm going to put the water in the pan first. We got the water in the pan. Put the chips we've got in there already. Jesus, feels like a lot of chips. Might be a little bit too much, you know what I'm saying? I don't think you can ever have too much chips, I won't lie. Feels like a lot of chips. Feels like a lot of chips. A lot of potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, hogs. So we've got the chips, 1 in that pan, and we're gonna put some in that pan because there's well too many in that pan. And I've said pan well too many times for pan to even make sense. So pan. Jean-Claude Van, pan. I've no idea. So, I'm gonna take some chips from this one into that one. From this one into that one. And get some water. And then we just need to switch these on and get these part boiled. And then they're ready to whack in the air fryer and make proper chips. So the chips are chipping. And now it's time to make the burgers. So I need to cut the mince. Well, cut the mince open, not cut it. Always makes me feel dead uneasy, this. Like touching like meat straight out of packet. I don't know what it is about it. It just makes me feel a bit funny. Split it into quarters like we did last time, and basically make 2 bowls. This is what we did last time, but I've learned from last time that I can do things better. Sorted. Wash my hands. And while the chips are chipping, whack some salt into these. Marvelous mambo. Mama loves mambo. Bit of garlic granules, bit of onion granules, roll the thing through. Believe that. Don't you test me on burgers. These are my things, you know, these burgers. I know what I'm doing. Believe me, I know what I'm doing. It might not look like it, but believe me, somewhere in the brain, there is a brain. And while that all waits, get a bit of tin foil. Get a bit of foil for the tin. Get me burger balls. And just leave them in there, just so they're not resting on the side, getting full of crap. Put these away. Bring this over here and give it a quick wash. So the chips are boiling, the burgers are ready to be made, but I'll come back to you once these have boiled and I've got these in that air fryer. The chips have now boiled, and this is what they look like before as they're going in the air fryer. You can tell they just boiled because it's steamy. Whack the air fryer on, full pelt. Let's do it for that long. I don't know how long it is, but we'll do it for that long and keep checking them out, shaking them about. Okie, that's what it's all about, and see if they cook properly. But that's where I'm up to now. There's nothing else on there, so I'm just waiting for these to like part do, and then we'll do the burgers. So next time you see me, hopefully, we'll be on with the burgers. And whilst the chips are chipping, I've got myself a little bit of a gin. Correction, I have my... Jesus Christ, I'll put air in your chest. I had a little bit of gin. Fucking hell. I can taste colours. Well, we need to crack on because we need to get the burgers made, get them in the pan and get them cooking. Because the chips currently look like this. So to me, they are not far off done. We need to get the pan set up and let's get cooking the burgers. Right, so we need this one on. As the biggest one. We've got the flame on. Flame on! We're going to use the biggest pan. Olive oil is the only oil I'm using. Whack that in the pan. Bit of olive oil. You know the dance by now. It's expensive because it's decent. Not like all the other crap that you can buy like. I'm going to pre-press before they go in the pan as well. And I know what you're thinking. Why are you pre-pressing them? Just because I don't want to press them in the pan. It's a little bit difficult. But we've got this to use to flatten them down to make them into smash burgers basically. So 1 press will do. There we go, there's 1. Right, pan's boiling now. Pan is absolutely boiling. Over to the pan. First burger in. Woo! Second burger in. Woo! Let them sizzle away. I thought they smelled good last time. They smell banging. But what are you up to with the chips? Oh yeah. Oh, the chips look banging. They look absolutely fire. Bit of peri salt. I know what you're thinking, aren't you? Why all the salt? Why not? Salt's really good for you. Little bit of peri salt in my life. Little bit of peri salt by my side. In the sun. Believe me, no one will ever complain too much salt. I guarantee you that much. Go over to the burgers. Boom. Let's turn this down. Let's turn this mother chucker down. We're getting to the business end now. And because we're getting to the business end, I'm going to put you in the corner and you're going to watch me play it up and do all the jazz. So let's get cracking with the natting and let's get these burgers and chips on a plate and let's get sorted. Let's get cracking and let's get a move on. The burgers have got cheese on, ready to go. They're just sizzling, keeping hot. The chips are pretty much ready to go, and boom, we need the burger sauce. And again, same as last time, no salad needed. We don't need no salad around here. We don't need no salad. No salad, more salad. Burger number 1. Oh yeah. And burger number 2. Now that second one is a mean, massive burger. Put the lids on. Put the lids on. I just need to get some chips in here. Plenty of chips, bloody hell. Enough chips to feed a village. Honestly, I think we could feed a village of 3 potatoes in this house. There's so many chips, that's a joke. Now look at that. Banging. I hope I've outdone myself because last time it was good. This time, I'm not gonna lie, looks even better. And the chips taste even better. But look at that, that looks mean and lean in not even 13. Honest reviews only, we'll give it a score out of 10. If it's crap, honestly, we will say it's crap, but if it's good, we'll give it a rating out of 10. Right, chips.
Fluffy in the middle, crispy on the outside.
Crispy on the outside. Fluffy. And hot in the middle. Now time for my burger. See what I think.
Really good, really tasty.
Nice and juicy, not too dry.
I'm going to 9.5 again. Absolutely.
So I'm going to give this, on a pre-review, this burger and chip, I'm going to give it 9.6 out of 10 because I think that there burger is wicked. But I'll come back to you after I've eaten my tea with the final verdict on the score. And after a stupendous meal, I would say I give my burger and chips a 9.6 out of 10. I'm sticking with the score. It was brilliant. It was superb. It was splendid. This will be the last time that I make anything in the kitchen for a long time. But my burgers might be the best burgers, and hopefully they don't bring anybody to the yard. And it's got to that point in the day where I do need to say it's pitch black outside if you can see through the blinds, which means it's the end of the vlog, but don't be sad that it's over. Be grateful that it happened. And if you want to see more of me, I post every single day on this channel at 7 o'clock. So I posted yesterday, I'll post tomorrow. I post 7 days a week, and soon I'll have been posting for 365 days a year. But I just want to finish by saying thank you very much for watching. If you like my videos, make sure you leave a thumbs up. If you're new around here, subscribe. It really does help, and it lets me know that people are enjoying the content. So leave a like, rate, and subscribe if you do, and I'll see you tomorrow and every other day at 7 PM for the next daily vlog. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a bit. My burgers are sick.
Ooh, nah, nah, everybody wants the fame. Not me. She got me singing, ooh, la, la, vanilla, I want your name. Your name. Ooh, nah, nah, everybody wants the fame. Not me. She got me singing, ooh, la, la, vanilla, I want your name and